All right, great day to everybody. Welcome to Thursday Live Deeper Study with the Our Covenant Virtual Church. It's only because of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed. His compassions never fail. Every morning, new mercies we see, and great is His faithfulness. God is faithful. I'm at work, so I won't be able to continue the regularly scheduled series titled Deeper or Going Deeper. I stepped outside for a few because you know how it can be when you got to work for people that don't want to work. You got to work for lazy people. And then you got to work for yourself. But I wanted to pause for a few minutes. I won't be able to continue the regularly scheduled series titled Deeper, Going Deeper in Prayer, because it's so important for us, to go deeper in prayer. So I won't be able to continue that series. But those who are students of Bible prophecy, and may not be, but if you're a student of Bible prophecy, or if you have this yearning to know Bible prophecy, prophetic events is accelerating. The doomsday clock is ticking, and it's ticking fast. And besides the Lord Jesus Christ, another centerpiece in the Bible and Bible prophecy is Jerusalem, or Jerusalem, Israel. If you notice right now what's going on in Jerusalem, there's just a hail of rocket fire. Jerusalem right now is just enveloped with rocket fire. And if you study Bible prophecy, or if you know Bible prophecy, Jerusalem is a critical part of Bible prophecy, and is also a centerpiece, like the Lord Jesus Christ, of Bible prophecy. If you want to know how close the imminent coming of the Lord Jesus Christ is, he taught, along with the other prophets and apostles, look at the east. So the focal point of Bible prophecy is Jerusalem, right? Now God himself, the Lord God himself, covenanted or made a covenant with Israel that nobody would be able to destroy him. He made that promise. Nobody would be able to destroy him. Because Israel, that's his chosen people. That's the apple of his eye, according to Jeremiah. So nobody can destroy them. Now he will let their enemies shake them, harass them, pester them. He will allow that because they rejected their Messiah. You know. And Jesus taught that in the New Testament. So he will allow them to be shaken, pestered, harassed. He will allow that. But nobody can destroy them. But if you want to know how close Jesus is to coming for his family and for the church, pay attention to Jerusalem. And as we go on, prophetic events and occurrences and world events are going to intensify. They're going to accelerate and they're going to intensify. They're going to become they're going to become more intense, more frequent. In your own time, study Luke chapter 21 and even Matthew chapter 24 or Luke chapter 21. And there's a few things I just want to highlight, and I got to get on back in real quick. Is the first thing we need to do is we got to wake up, because the world is spiritually and morally sleeping. And not just the world, but the church also. The church is sleeping. Church leaders are sleeping. When you look at what's going on in Jerusalem right now, that is a sign. That is indicative of something. That's a sign. When you see what's going on over there. And we got to wake up because we are sleeping. A lot of people got mad with me when I said this about maybe 2 years ago. Let's say about 3 years ago now. Some people got mad with me. Church going people got mad with me. And I told them church as usual is over. It's over. And we have to wake up. We have to stay awake. That's the second thing. Once we wake up, we got to stay awake. We got to keep ourselves awake. When you read in read Luke chapter 21 in your own time. Read it. We have to stay awake. Because these prophetic events and everything that's going on in the world and on the planet will cause us to go to sleep spiritually and morally, biblically, prophetically. We'll end up going to sleep. So we have to stay awake. The third thing we have to do, and I've been driving this home, is we have to watch and pray. We have to be on guard. And Jesus says in there, you got to watch and pray. You got to be on guard. Because that day, he says, that day can come upon you like a snare. The day of the Lord. And there's a play on words there. The day of Christ and then the day of the Lord also. Because once the Lord comes and get his family, then the day of the Lord begins. So we got to be on guard. We have to be watchful. And we have to watch and pray. We have to watch and pray. That's powerful. We got to. Got to. And then finally, and I got to run back in, is we have to work. It's time for the church of the Lord Jesus Christ to work. Work. And what is that work? Using every tool, every device, every opportunity we have to publish the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ, the message of the kingdom. The time is now. It's time to work. When you see what's going on over there in Jerusalem, it's time to work. It's time to get busy. Because Jerusalem is a focal point, the focal point of Bible prophecy. Jerusalem, Israel, is the focal point. When you see what's going on over there, that's indicative of how close the imminent coming of the Lord Jesus Christ is. It's indicative of how imminent his coming is. And then the last thing is, we can't be weighed down. Because when we see all of these events, and the world is just, plunging into all of these different events, it'll cause us to be weighed down. But we can't be weighed down, because the Lord already prophesied that these things would be. And he said we can't get weighed down and get caught up in carousing and surf feeding and, getting caught up in the cares of this life. We start drinking, getting involved in wild drinking parties, drinking bouts. I ain't never seen people buy as much liquor now, much alcohol now. Man, people are buying some liquor, buying some alcohol, buying wine and spirits. But Jesus said to all who believe, you got to watch. You cannot allow yourself to be weighed down. But you got to watch and pray that you may be able to escape these things, and that you'll be able to stand before the Son of Man. We can't be weighed down. So, y'all be blessed, be safe. Wake up. Stay awake. Be watchful. Watch and pray. Don't be weighed down. And to the church of the Lord Jesus Christ, the remnant, the faithful ones, it's time to work. We got to use every device, every method, every tool, every resource we have to publish the message of Jesus Christ. It ain't time for all this new mess. I ain't for all of this new mess, all of this new stuff. It's time to use new methods to publish the gospel of Jesus Christ. The time is now. Church as usual is over. It's over. It's time to be about the Father's business, because Jesus is coming. Just like he said. Jerusalem is just caught up in a hail of rocket fire right now. Jesus is coming. The Lord Jesus is coming. It's time to wake up. Time to work. Above all, watch and pray. Read Luke chapter 21. Now, there's a lot more to that, but what's going on in Israel right now is a sign to the whole world, including the church and those who have the Spirit of God, the Spirit of Jesus Christ. That's a sign. Let's get busy.